Before we begin with today's market analysis, I would like to mention our new channel membership options. This is a special introductory offer which will open access to members-only trading strategy videos that are based on high-value, high-conviction investment strategies and are characterized by superior risk-to-reward metrics that target massive, market-beating returns over time. Please note, this is a limited time offering of just $9.99 per month, but members that sign up during this introductory period will be able to lock in this new low rate for the entire duration of the membership. Again, this early sign-up period will allow you to lock in this low introductory membership rate for life, and these new low introductory rates will only be made available for a limited time. Monthly membership prices will be going up after this short introductory period ends. With these comprehensive, members-only trading strategies, I only choose high-quality, high-conviction stocks that are easily accessible, with relatively low share price values that are designed for easy trade positioning, and combined long-term trading gains are expected to far outperform the monthly membership rate of just $9.99 per month. Join now to lock in your low introductory rate and start trading stocks with the pros. Now back to the video. Here we have the hourly price chart for Amazon Incorporated, stock ticker AMZN. As we can see here, this is yet another stock that's falling victim to the broader sell-off in markets. Anybody that's been watching my prior videos over the last 2 weeks has been seeing these massive declines in some of these stocks. We just got an earnings report out of Alphabet, the Google parent company, as well as Tesla. The Tesla report had a bit more weakness in it than the Google report. The Google report was roughly in line with expectations. We did see a penny miss, a 1 cent miss on the earnings figure relative to market expectations, but the sell-off in that stock has been relatively extreme. I do recommend people take a look at those videos to try to get a sense of where the broader market is actually heading here, because many stocks, and particularly the technology stocks, are really being punished here, even if the earnings results are not terrible. Google Alphabet's earnings were roughly in line with expectations, and the stock is selling off as if there was a negative result. So as we can see here, Amazon is also trending lower. There's no major fundamental news today, which would kind of justify this. So, you can really only attribute this to broader weakness in the market. As we can see here, we have fallen through support levels, which previously came in at 180.11. This is an area that I've been pointing to in the past. As you can see, this trend line here was already drawn on the chart. This 180.11 level has been fairly significant, and now we can see that we have broken below this price zone. So current lows are now coming in. We've seen lows of 176.80 to the downside, and this does suggest that we could be in for some more weakness here. Based on these support level breaks. The indicator reading itself is kind of showing a bit of a conflicting reading here. We actually do have some upside momentum showing in the relative strength index. It's moderate. It's very modest. It's not a huge improvement, but it is focused on the top side, and it has been present for quite a while. In addition to that, we are sort of rolling out of oversold territory here. And we're on the verge of a moving average crossover. So I can just explain that quickly. The purple line down here is the relative strength index. The yellow line is the exponential moving average of the relative strength index. So as you can see here, we're kind of bouncing out of this 30 region that would mark oversold territory. And then in addition to that, we are close to coming into contact here with the moving average. So if we see an upside break here, if the purple line crosses above the yellow line, that would be a bullish signal, and it would suggest that we could be on pace for an upside turnaround here relatively soon. The only problem that I have with this outlook, this positive outlook, would be the fact that we're not really bouncing from much of a support zone here. There are no exponential moving averages here. There's really no major Fibonacci support level here, and there's really no historical support around here. In addition to that, we've already broken this this upward trend line. Which had been in place for quite a while. So this would be kind of a random area to start to see a bounce. For these reasons, I wouldn't really side with that side of the argument. It just doesn't seem kind of credible that we would be seeing a bounce from 176. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but there's a much broader selling pressure going on in the market. And it doesn't really seem, I certainly wouldn't be taking a long position right here. This is still looking very weak in my view. The next real level to watch to the downside currently comes in just below 174. We can call that 174, which would be the lows from May 31st. This would be an area of historical support. And at that point, we probably would be in fairly deep oversold territory at that point. So that could call for a possible turnaround. But bounces here have been relatively minimal. And we have even seen some gapping formations here within this downside price movement. And this does suggest that, there's a heightened level of volatility in the market, a lot of erratic price movements, and a lot of uncertainty and lack of predictability when these types of moves are occurring. So overall, this really does seem to be a broader market story rather than an Amazon specific story. As I said, there were no major news events that occurred today to really justify this sell-off. But currently, we are trading well below all of the major exponential moving averages. Now we can see these four kind of colorful lines here. And we can also see that there have been several moving average crossovers in the downside direction. So we can kind of point to those quickly here. First we can see that the yellow line is crossing over essentially every other major moving average here. Here we can see the yellow line crossing below the orange line. Yellow line is the 20 period exponential moving average. So this is the hourly chart. So that would mean that the yellow line is the 20-hour exponential moving average. The orange line would be the 50-hour EMA. Purple line would be 100-hour EMA, and then the blue line would be the 200-hour EMA. So as we can see here, the shorter term exponential moving average, the yellow line is crossing below everything else. The orange line, the purple line, and now the blue line. And then in addition to that, now the 50-hour EMA is doing the same thing. So, first we had the negative 20-hour crossover, and then here, we can start to see the 50-hour crossovers. Here we have the 50-hour moving average crossing below the 100-hour, and then right here, the 50-hour would be crossing below the 200-hour EMA. So, what this really means here is that the exponential moving average cluster is now centered in the negative direction. And what that really means is that we're going to start to see resistance levels develop at lower and lower levels. So currently, the resistance level to the top side that I would be watching would come in right here. This would be roughly 189.50. And as we can see here, this also coincides roughly with the 100 and 200 hour exponential moving averages. So we would really need to see a break upward here in order to start taking pressure off of the downside. So here's the current market analysis for Amazon.com Incorporated, stock ticker AMZN.